welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. I am super excited to get into today's video because today we're doing a pick a card to see your current reputation. So what are the streets saying about you? How are people perceiving you these days? We're gonna see. So per usual, my Etsy shop is linked in the description below. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile as well for all of my readings. And we're just gonna jump in. So we have group 1 with the clear diamond, group 2 with the yellow diamond, group 3 with the blue diamond, and group 4 with the pink diamond. So just take 3 deep mindful breaths, center yourself, center your intuition, and then pick the pile or the piles you're being called to, and we're just gonna get started. All right, group 1 with the clear diamond, let's get right into it. Okay, what is your current reputation? So the first couple of cards under your stone, we have changes, and then the Midas, the miser. So tapping into this energy, you may be seeing a lot of 555 or 111, but that's how people are kind of receiving you. They feel like you're going through some sort of transformation. I feel like a lot of people are talking about you, a lot of people watching you on social media, curious about you. The way that you dress going to work may be different. The way that you communicate with people at work may be different. Something has definitely changed about you. You've really gotten in control of yourself spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially. The miser, the Midas, you know, the Midas touch, someone who's like a pro at whatever it is that they do. A lot of people see you as someone who is always in control of your emotions, or that could be a recent development because we got the changes card from the second deck, but people are receiving you as someone who's like in total control, really knows what you're doing. So if you don't, people are seeing you like you do. Entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything into gold, delight in sharing life's riches. So you're not stingy either. You're not stingy with your love. You're not stingy with your resources. If you know a new way to make money, or a way that you can spiritually ascend, emotionally ascend, you will put people on. You will tell them, you know, you will let people in, as long as they deserve it. We got the death card and letting go. So I just get this energy where it's like, she's like the older version of you, she's gone, she's dead, she's not here. With that death card, it's like you have fully transformed from that older version of yourself, and who you are today is totally different. That's so funny. We have the new day card. I didn't even look at it. We have the new day card. We have self-love and omens. So you seem you seem very spiritual. You seem very spiritually tapped in. Even if you don't wear your spirituality because you're embodying it, people can really sense it and feel that energy on you. You seem like someone who has the answer to questions that people want to know. You seem like someone who knows a secret, like a spiritual secret, you know, to ascending or to becoming wealthy. Like you just seem like you're really tapped in and you know something that a lot of people don't know, or you have access to things that a lot of people don't have access to. We got the femme fatale and the companion. Now this is really interesting because the femme fatale is known for being kind of cutthroat. Like the femme fatale is someone who has a lot of dark feminine energy, someone who's very attractive and alluring, someone almost vampiric, but also someone who you can't help but walk towards, you can't help but try to please. And the companion, so it's just interesting because you take nothing less than the best, but also you're still open to love. So people find that weird. If people are hating on you, honestly, they're probably calling you a gold digger right now. If you're a feminine, or your ex may be salty if you're a masculine and you're ready to give all your love, you know, you're ready to put a ring on someone else's finger. I just know they're salty right now because you're showing up as the femme fatale. So I feel like you may have been hurt and that caused this ascension, transformation. Now, can no one take credit for your ascension and transformation because didn't nobody do that but you? But that's the space I feel like you guys are in. I feel like, you know, this may have been wounding, or this may be a product of you just being completely tired and over that version of yourself that shows up as weak, that allows people to walk all over you. Like, you guys have really transformed. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. So there's an energy here of you opening your heart further, even though you made an offer to someone else to have your heart and they wouldn't take it. You opened up even further, embraced love, embraced your nature. It didn't change you, it like activated you. And then the companion, loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. So honestly, I feel like new people will perceive you as someone who's very attractive, someone who would be a really good companion, someone who's really in control, someone with a lot of self-love, someone who's spiritually tapped into your feminine energy, someone who's just fresh. People of the past, people who knew you before you went through this transformation, are having a hard time accepting that this is who you are now, because they wouldn't be able to benefit from this new version of you as much, because you're really in control. You have a lot of self-love, so there's that. You're not going to allow anyone to treat you just any kind of way because of the self-love that you have. But also, like, you've become the miser somehow, like the person who has the answers, the person who knows how to get from point A to point B. We have the Strength card and the Justice card. This is interesting. There's an elusive energy here. We have the Star card, and see, that's the crazy part, exactly. We have the Three of Wands and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So you're coming across as really secretive. And it's like, when you are the star, when you have it, you don't have to flaunt it. When you are rich AF, you don't have to flaunt your wealth with name brands and whatever. Like, some people are just into it, but most, like, rich people, like, it's about 50-50. Some of them are into it, some of them are not. It's just like they're a regular person. So there's an elusive, secretive energy around you guys, this dark, ooh, and I just got I just saw a scorpion attacking in my mind's eye, like the tail of a scorpion. Like, it's like, you don't know. I just heard somebody like, but you can find out. People, they don't know that you have this side of you now that F around and find out could really hurt someone. It's for self-defense. People see you as that version of yourself who's soft, or the version of yourself who wouldn't stand up for yourself, doesn't have any boundaries, would allow people to walk all over you, maybe even just naive, not in the know, not self-aware. F around and find out, they're gonna get a whole different version of you. And that's the thing, you know, they say curiosity kills the cat, child. You know, because if people get curious about this, because you're showing up Strength and Justice in reverse, Three of Wands and Eight of Wands in reverse, it's showing up as people like can't understand you, can't even fully perceive you. You may be doing a lot of protection work or return to sender work, because it's like, it's almost like they can't even like perceive you. Like I said, when they try to, it's just like they don't understand you, they don't get it, and so they just assume that, no, this is just same old, and it's not. It's really not. We got the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You guys haven't even scratched the surface of the wealth that you'll make in this lifetime, but I do feel like you found your thing. Whatever your thing is, I feel like you found it, and if that's still in the developmental phase, keep going. That thing that you feel called to, or that you just started, is going to make you a lot of money down the line. We have the Me-Tox and the Deep Diver. So you took time out, but you're back and it's game time. Diving deep into a task. Me-Tox says repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Exactly, that's how it feels too. It feels like mind, body, and soul, like every area of your life glowing up. And then we have the Stranger with curiosity and the jeweled web with connectivity. So with the jeweled web, you're very connected to yourself, very tapped in, and people are seeing you as a stranger. They don't know how to read you, they don't really understand you. F around and find out if they try to play with you. But new people have this like very like exciting energy when it comes to you. They want to know more, they feel like you're great. Old people are having a hard time accepting this new version of you, and they're doubting it. But listen, all I know is they better stay where they're at, because they don't want to find out. And that's what I got for you guys. My Etsy is below if you want a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that was your reading today. I'll talk to you soon. Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more. All right, group 2 with the Yellowstone, let's get right into it. What is your current reputation? So the first couple of cards we have under your stone, we have the Saboteur, and then we have integration. So you seem like you're integrating your new thoughts, beliefs, the new version of yourself. You seem like you're at the tail end of your transformation where you're now integrating. So you're embodying versus like the ideas that you have and, you know, the version of yourself you want to be, you're like embodying that. So you're showing up as him or her, they, them, you're showing up as that version. Now, the Saboteur, it says, highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. So you seem like someone who's like ready to activate everyone around you. Your friends, your family, honestly, if you can't activate them, you may even stop talking to them these days. There's an energy here of you're either going to come with me or you're going to get left behind. But you have a lot of spiritual knowledge and information or downloads. Or you may just be really locked in with spirit so that you get your personal steps as far as what to do next and where to go. You guys come across as finally happy, and maybe after a period of sadness, solitude. We have movement into balance. We have divine timing and joy, and then movement into balance. So it seems like what it is that you had been telling people that you were waiting for has finally happened and is finally coming. Like in your personal life, the things that you wanted answers to, the things that you wanted to happen, the progress you've been wanting to make is starting to happen to the point where people can see that reflected in the 3D, and they're really like shocked by it, but also impressed. There's these, and with movement into balance, it may have seemed like when you had conversations with people, you probably got tired like half of the way through and couldn't even finish like your sentence or your thought because there was so much to say. And once you fully immersed yourself in it and just experienced it, now you have much more of an anchored energy where it's like it can make sense to other people. Because there's like an energy of integration slowly but surely. Like this has been happening for a long time. Now you're moving into balance where you can share things with people. You can give them actionables, you can give them resources, books, videos, channels, whatever, if they want to go on their own journey. But before, it just kind of seemed like you were a little chaotic, hectic, all over the place, really excited, had a lot to say, but didn't know how to like say it. You know, you hadn't put it into a container yet to where you can deliver it to someone else so that they could receive it. So I feel like now you've done that. We got sexual energy, so you guys may be manifesting with your sacral energy. We have unlimited possibilities, so your sacral is really active. I feel like your sacral and your crown is really active right now, and you're getting like the messages from spirit as to what to do and when to do it, and then you're like birthing it. You can see the changes reflecting in your life now. We have changes and healing energy. So honestly, people are like saying that you're quite different than when they remember you. They feel like you have actually healed because you may have known about healing and shadow work and inner child work, and you would share that with people, but had you done it, I think you were doing it slowly but surely, and you would get ahead of yourself and then disappointed a little bit because something would happen that would kind of pop your bubble and show you where you actually are versus like where you had the possibility to be. So I see a reality catching up with your the work you've been doing on yourself and your feelings. We got the Fool and the King, which is very interesting. I feel like you guys are playing all roles, because in a traditional sense, the Fool would be there to entertain the King. So it's almost like you're everything you need. You're your own entertainment. You're in your own world. You're a leader. You have wise counsel. You're ready for new beginnings, but you're also directing energy and telling it where to go. So you're playing all the roles at once. The King, enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. So anyone who is a friend of yours is blessed and highly favored, taken care of. I feel like if someone is close to you, then they benefit quite a bit. And then we have the Fool, fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at the absurdity and hypocrisy. So there's definitely an energy of you guys being entertaining, laughing at people who are like in the sunken place, or not taking seriously certain people anymore who don't believe in you or don't support you, because it's like you don't even know. You haven't even scratched the surface of your inner world. So I'm not surprised that that's what you have to say about mine, because you don't even know yourself. So of course you couldn't, even if you wanted to, know me. There's this ability that you have developed now where you can laugh at hypocrisy. You can laugh when people are so serious and so moved and, you know, feeling like they know all the answers, but you can see through that and you know the answers that are best for you. Ooh, you're also in alignment with union, but you're waiting for the right one. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So you're definitely stingy with your love these days, okay, alien superstar? You're not playing around when it comes to people entering your life. You got to be super special. Otherwise, you're not getting in. You know what I mean? And I feel like people may be misled by this Fool energy, thinking that it's all games with you, but it's really not. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles. So you like to observe people nowadays. You may have been someone who used to program people like, oh, this is going to be my next best friend, or oh, this is going to be the person I can always call with this, or oh, this is going to be my next partner, oh, this is going to be da 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 da. And now you kind of just wait, observe, and take people for what they are. And if they're valuable to you, then they get to move forward. And if they're not, you don't make that effort anymore to like make people's lives better or to give them purpose through you and through your journey and your story. You really watch out for yourself. You've learned from your mistakes. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. I don't feel like you're cold and callous at all. I just feel like you're very stingy with your love. That's it, you know. And if someone is trying to force something out of you, and if they have like unhealthy attachment, they may say, oh, you know, you're this, you're that, but honestly, allow it to roll off. I don't even feel like I need to tell you. I feel like you know that by now. Like, you've learned how people act when you don't give them what they want, so you don't even need that talk. We have the Dream Thief, refusal of the call. Damn. Past lovers are so shocked that you don't entertain them anymore. The Dream Thief, it's like you showed me what it could be like to have a real wife, a real husband, a real friend, a mentor, someone. It's about to rain so bad. I'm about to end this video because it's getting so dark outside. If you can hear the thunder, I'm so scared. Okay. Let me hurry up and finish this. The Dream Thief, refusal of the call. Like, you made people feel like you were really about to give them your love, your friendship, your energy, and then you didn't. So they feel like you're kind of responsible for the reason that they're not happy. So honestly, allow that to roll off. I did see with you guys, you are integrating. So 2 steps forward, 1 step back. If you have a relapse and you feel bad or responsible for someone else's journey, allow that feeling to process and keep on with your life. I'm about to end this. It's about to be a crazy storm, okay? That was your spread. My Etsy is linked below if you want a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. That's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more.
All right, group 3 with the blue stone, let's get right into it. What is your current reputation? So the first couple of cards, and hear me out, under your stone, we have the growth card, and then we have the bully card. Okay, let's read it. Let's wait. Let's see. Highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. You know what? You guys remind me of someone I know, but she does YouTube as well, so I can't even say her name. But you remind me of this girl I know. She is so freaking feisty. Small as ever, but feisty as a mother. And she is so into women empowerment. She really sticks up for the people that she loves. She sticks up for people in general. She's one of the people that will fight for the underdog, will say something if there's an injustice. Like, she's amazing. She's awesome. But your energy reminds me of her. We have the growth card. You guys have grown so much that you kind of bully people that have negative energy. So like, for an example, if you see a toxic masculine saying negative things about feminines, you know, you're not gonna let that stand in your presence. Like, it's like, bring back shaming. Like, it's that kind of energy. Like, you don't get to just talk at the side of your neck. Like, that's whatever people say. You're like, that's something that could affect people for years. You're not gonna say that in my presence. I'm not gonna keep the peace. I want problems. Like, you guys really stick up for yourself, and it's interesting that it's a result of your growth. You may find that you just can't be quiet anymore when it comes to injustices, when it comes to things that are just wrong and inaccurate and non-helpful. You can't ignore it anymore. You really can't. You can't sit around and watch people be just absolutely ridiculous. You also help people confront their fears that bully them. We have the sexual energy card that just came out, so you guys may be feeling like hotter than ever. We have the new day card, like, you feel great. You know what I mean? I get this energy, like, jump up out the bed like I'm possessed. And then what was the other one I was hearing? There was another Drake lyric I was hearing where it's like, I don't know what exactly the line is, but it's like, people, he said, like, people assume I need rest, but I'm like, no, I feel great. Something like that. Like, I feel like you guys have so much energy and people assume that you're exhausted, but you're living in your power. You're living in your power, your true purpose, your true self. You are not tired. You're ready to go. You could go at it every day. That's how you know something is truly your purpose, because you can go at it every day. So I love this energy, you guys. New day, it's just like, you really are reborn, and people don't get it. We have the joy card. People want you to be so mad. People want to make it seem like you're just so pressed. And it's like, yeah, I am pressed, and that's a part of being a human. Yeah, I am mad about these things. That's why I'm doing something about it. Sit down a little bit, because what are you passionate about? Nothing. Exactly. Sit down and eat your food. The big dogs are walking. Like, you're not ashamed of who you are or how you feel, your passion, your purpose, your energy. Like, you're not ashamed. I know who I am, and I am who I am, and I was made this way because you're stepping into your purpose now. So you're gonna figure it out soon. I can't say off of this reading alone what your purpose is, but I do feel like whatever you're passionate about the most, that's gonna be your purpose. We have discernment and retreat, so you do know when to simmer down. And that's also another thing, like, people are kind of like shocked and surprised when you come through, and that's a part of the whole intimidation that people get from you. Like, you really will. Okay, let me give you an example. So this is like, if you were to meet new friends, right? You made a group of friends and you guys were at a club and you're in the bathroom and some girl walks in, she looks a mess, and if the girls that you were with like started to try to bully her, make them feel bad for how they looked, or just like treat her stank, they would find out real quick that you're not a follower. Like, it's that kind of thing. A lot of people are shocked once they see, like, oh, but we're friends, why are you coming at me? This has nothing to do with our friendship. It's right or wrong. You're either gonna stand up as a good version of yourself and speak words that actually help, speak words of life, or you're gonna get ate up too. We got the angel card. People, I don't feel like you're misunderstood. I feel like people just have a hard time accepting that this is who you are, because the angel says helping those in needs with no expectation of return. So you really are a good friend that will help people just because that's what you feel in your heart. You're not going to help people to leverage that later. You don't help people out of a space of feeling like you have to. You help people because, you know, you go with what's in your heart, and that's what you do. And I feel like the people who can't manipulate you are the people who see the new version of you as a negative thing, because they can't use you anymore. We have the mediator and the rescuer. The mediator, gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. So if someone has a different opinion than you, that's no problem, you know, but if someone is flat out doing things that hurt other people and they're just carelessly moving, you're not gonna sit for it. And that's the thing, like, not everything has a logical explanation, but you should still lean into your feminine energy and what you feel in your heart, and that's what you do. And people think that they win if they can overpower you with words, and it's like they find out that that is not true, unfortunately, once it's too late, because you're 5 years down the line because you've been following your heart, your intuition, whereas they're stuck in the same space, just miserable as hell. So I'm with you. The rescuer provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Similar energy to the angel. You really are a helpful friend. Like, people really would be lucky to have you in their circle, in their life as a friend. Like, I feel like you're about action. You show love through action. You don't just tell people you love them, care about them. You show them, like, I love you, I care about you, by being there for them. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So you have completely recreated yourself. We have the Seven of Pentacles. People may say that you don't have very much now, but you don't care because what you have now is so much more valuable. Whether it's you don't have any new friends, you haven't met new friends yet, or whether it's you lost money along the way, or you quit a job, whatever, left school, people see that as, oh, you're beneath me now, when it's like mentally you are so much more healthy and happy. You know so much more. You're tapped into your own heart space. You've been a blessing to other people. You know, you're not persuaded by what other people have to say about you. You're living for you. And it's like, yeah, Seven of Pentacles, I'm not at the height of where I was anymore. I'm building, but I'm authentic, and that's something that you cannot say. We are not the same. We are not the same. I love that. I love you guys. We got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, you know. I get an energy with you guys that it does hurt you from time to time, and then you gotta snap, like, no, I'm a bad bitch, like, no, I'm you know, doing God's work. But it does hurt you sometimes when you have a moment and you just think about the people you've lost and the things that you don't get to see. Like, you know, you genuinely are happy for people at a distance, but from time to time you do feel bad and you wish that things were different, but you really are doing God's work and you're following your heart and your intuition. And I'm proud of you, and I can see you making waves and changes. So screw whatever everybody else has to say. They just don't get it. They're not living it. You are not the same. You really are special. And that's what I got for you guys. My Etsy's below if you want a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. That was your message, group 3. I'll talk to you soon.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more.
All right, group 4 with the pink stone. Let's get right into it. What is your current reputation? So the first couple of cards we have under your stone, we have masculine energy, and then we got the God, which is interesting because there is a goddess card in the deck. So we'll see if you have masculine and feminine, or more masculine right now. Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and within others. I feel like you guys, some of you guys may be on your Kanye where you're feeling like I am God, and some of you guys are just really tapped into God power and creation energy, and you're creating, so you just feel super charged up and powerful. It really just depends on really your personality and where you are, like, on the spectrum. But masculine energy, you guys are really focused and action oriented these days. Like, you have a plan and you have resources and you're just tapped in. Ooh, we have the Ancient Wisdom card as well. Tapping into your ancestors and burning ancestor money is something that you can do that will help you, because your ancestors want to help you and they're sending you downloads. So they may, if you get really close with your ancestors, they'll be able to communicate better with you, so they can tell you, hey, go here, hey, do this. So you may say I feel really powerful, I can feel my energy surging through my body, but it's not translating to the 3D. If you connect with your ancestors, they will connect you with the helpful people and make sure you're in the right place at the right time to receive optimal abundance. So that is definitely what I would recommend. If you're not finding that it's like translating in the physical yet. Spirit, what is the reputation? We have growth, so you seem to have grown as a person. We have creativity, exactly. It's like creativity is the feminine aspect, whereas the masculine is like the energy, the action. So I do feel like it's balanced, feminine, and exactly. I just flipped over the duality card, masculine and feminine. So we have duality, creativity, and growth. You guys have grown quite a bit. You may seem a little controversial these days because you understand the dualistic nature to everything. There's good and bad, yin and yang, you know, positive and negative. So I feel like you guys have understanding for people that the world or society or social media may say are bad people. It's like you understand the role they play in the grander scheme of things. You understand the symbolism of that person, the role that they play. Like, and that's another thing. I'm not even going to get into it. I'm not even going to get into it because this reading is going to be about something else, but you get it. You get it. And then we have the abundance card. So people are seeing you as wealthy, whether or not you see that reflected in your 3D yet, or whether or not you feel that way, people are seeing you as wealthy. And that's another thing. Don't assume you know where everyone's center of value is, because you could be spiritually wealthy. Like the spiritual teachers that have been in my life, I am so grateful for. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I see them as having everything. And like, you know, Buddhas and people from, not Buddhas, but like monks and people from different cultures, like I see them as having everything because they can reach nirvana. You're telling me that they can get to a place where they can completely disconnect and feel pure bliss just by setting the intention? That's more valuable to me than any rich person, any child. If I had a place that I can just tap into if I wanted to, where I could feel pure bliss at any moment, to me that's more valuable than anything, any item, any amount of money. So even this abundance isn't necessarily, especially since you're showing up as the God, you can see above material things. So I'm leaning more towards now your abundance may be a different kind of abundance that only a God could recognize. We have the child, magical. This one, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. So you guys are really lighthearted and optimistic these days. You have kind of like an ethereal, magical, fairy-like energy to you, where it's like Neptunian, it's Piscean, it's like the dreamland, it's subconscious, unconscious, it's pure bliss and joy, nonsensically. Like the way that you feel, it can't even be put into words sometimes. Let's see what the tarot has to say. What the heck? This is so weird. One of these cards were just in this deck. It's the retreat card. So you may be completely disconnected from what the world has going on, and I really feel like are living life for you at this time. You're not living life to please everyone. You're not trying to make it seem like you're having fun, or you're not trying to make it appear that you're spiritually ascended. You're fully in. Like, I feel like you guys are really in your own world, and people feel a bit intimidated by you. Intimidated, but also in awe of you. And that's the thing, it can go either way, because if you ever have those moments where it's like you have to learn a hard lesson, or you know, something happens and it hurts you, it can make you mad at God. Like, there must be no God, because how the hell did God let me go through that situation? Or there must not be no God because I just got evicted, you know? Like, there's situations where it's like crazy stuff happens, or like it really goes down and it just makes you question everything. So some people may feel like, you know, you're amazing, something to look up to, inspiring, whereas some people may see you as someone that they just are mad at because you seem to be happy and they don't like your happiness, specifically in the workplace, I'm hearing, because you have a different level of abundance. Abundance is not determined by that job. Abundance is not determined for you by that promotion you get, and your manager may hate that. They may hate that you don't need to go through them to get to the next level, or to be happy, or to experience joy, to experience abundance. They do not like that, y'all. You guys may really struggle in the workplace, but God got you. We got the 6 of Cups and the Strength card here. So you're taken care of, and Spirit wouldn't have you any other way and any other frequency. The Child Magical and the 6 of Cups is directly in alignment. Like, you're in a space to receive right now. Stay here as long as you possibly can. There's always an ebb and flow. There's always, you know, gonna be a setback, or, you know, a period where things die down, but stay in this energy as long as you possibly can, okay? The Knight of Pentacles, your next blessing will come in, I want to say soon, but not necessarily, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, but he does come with gifts. And before that, we have the 8 of Wands sitting here. So your blessings, or sorry, like your worldly abundance will come later. The spiritual abundance is going to come first. You guys hear that thunder? We have the, you may not be able to hear it. I think my camera like noise cancels some things, but it's loud for me. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, and the 9 of Swords in reverse. So I see that you guys aren't at your peak, but you're content, you know? Ace of Cups in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse. There's not something tangible necessarily that has come into your life and blessed you recently. And also Ace of Cups in reverse, you're not exactly where you would ask to be. If you could like put in your order and say, Spirit, this is what I want to be, or this is what I want. Your life now isn't exactly what you would ask. But also 9 of Swords in reverse, you're feeling calm, cool, collected. You're not feeling anxiety. You know that you'll be taken care of. So I feel like that's the best place for you to be in. So the abundance can flow, so that you can receive. You're content. You understand. Like, I feel like, you know, that's good. And then we have the 3 of Swords. So Spirit is like, dance with me, party with me, prepare to celebrate. Spiritually, you're celebrating right now. Your higher self is so proud of you. Your higher self is doing the dang thing, more powerful than you've like ever been. And allow it to trickle. Give it time. Give it time. Knight of Pentacles, like I said, comes bearing gifts, but is the slowest moving knight. It's earth energy, so it's very stable, but also it can be slow and grounding. So allow that to come in, but you will be blessed, and that's what I see. That's your reputation. That's how people are seeing you. My Etsy shop is linked in the description if you want your own private tarot reading. That is where you can find me, but that's what I got for you today. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I'll see you in the next one.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more.